Working for you this morning, bringing you everything you need to know about this primary election. We have the latest numbers, the projected winners, and who will move on to the November election. Glad you're with us here on this Wednesday. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Dana Marie McNichol in for Netta Arampur. We are tracking a number of races this morning, including some impacting voters in the South Bay. So there are two races for the 80th Assembly District. One to fill the remaining term Assemblywoman Lorena Gonzalez left open when she resigned. So here's a look at the numbers. So David Alvarez at 56% with 17,000 votes. Georgette Gomez with 44%, just trailing behind a little bit over 10%. Now, we're also seeing those who fill the next two-year term for the 80th Assembly District.
And the race for Chula Vista's next mayor also being narrowed down to two candidates who will face off in the November election. CBS 8's Anna Laurel live in Chula Vista with more on this. Good morning. Interesting to see that one race in the 80th flipped because there's actually two different races, right?
That's right, Eric. I was trying to figure that out myself, and so we'll explain that to you guys in just a second because, yeah, why wouldn't people just vote the same way in both races? Not sure. We'll have to look into that. I'm sure I think you guys have a political analyst coming on in about 30 minutes. You can ask him that. But so we will start with the mayoral race here in Chula Vista. I love being down here on 3rd Avenue. They have really revitalized this area. This is a great place to be. So there are 6 candidates vying for the next mayor, and the top 2 spots going to go on to the runoff election in November. Right now, current city council member and deputy mayor John McCann is in first place. He's a Republican. Now, this is an officially nonpartisan race. As for second place, that's where it's tight right now. Former congressional candidate Amar Campa-Najjar has only about 400 more votes over fellow candidate Jill Galvez. Galvez is also a city council member here in Chula Vista and was deputy mayor a couple years ago. Now, more of you may recognize Amar Campa-Najjar's name, even if you're not here in Chula Vista. He ran for a congressional seat against Darrell Issa and Duncan D. Hunter. He also held several positions in the Obama administration. Now, we heard from all 3 of the candidates before the polls closed last night. Here was their last pitch to voters.
I'll bring a new, fresh, different perspective, and I'll unite people to get things done, whether it's public safety, affordable housing, or lowering the cost of living.
Chula Vista is my hometown. I'm the most qualified with proven results of being endorsed by the Chula Vista Police Officers Association.
We'd like to make the toll road free for Chula Vistans. We'd like to continue to work on homelessness and get unsheltered housed where they're at. We'd like to continue to hire more police officers and firefighters.
And again, the top 2 candidates will move on to November's primary for that mayor's race. But let's talk about that 80th Assembly District seat Eric was just mentioning. In a special election to replace Lorena Gonzalez, only 168 votes separated Democrats David Alvarez and Georgette Gomez. Now, that led to yesterday's special election runoff to see who will fill the Assembly seat until December. So just a few months for that special election seat. Right now, David Alvarez is leading Gomez by 11 percentage points. And so he's claiming victory. He's getting ready to head to Sacramento, but only for a few months, because then in that general election for that's where Gomez is leading Alvarez. And so that means whoever wins that part of the race, they'll go up to Sacramento in December and take over for the next 2 years for that. So yeah, very interesting. It's strange that it's so flip-flop like that. You guys will have to ask your special guest coming up at 6:30. But guys, that's what we've got right now. We're expecting more numbers coming down from the elections office at around 7 a.m. this morning, so we're just waiting for those. We'll have it to you as soon as we get them. Live from Chula Vista, Anna Laurel, CBS 8. Guys.
And as Anna mentioned there, yeah, we have political analyst John Dadian live in studio with us to ask about that 80th district swap and the leading candidates and any other surprises. So that's coming up here in about 25 minutes.
And what we're looking at right now is Governor Gavin Newsom. He landed an early primary win, 56% of those votes at 1.9 million, easily advancing to that November election. Newsom will likely be facing Republican Brian Dawley in that race at only 17%. So there's a huge difference in those races.
And in the race for Attorney General, incumbent Rob Bonta also has a pretty commanding lead, taking the lead here, followed by Republican Nathan Hochman. He's got about 18% of the vote, but Bonta securing that spot with 55%. Let's get to the race for the San Diego County Sheriff. Right now, Under Sheriff Kelly Martinez, the front runner here with 38% of the vote, followed by John Hemmerling. But what's close here is this second and third place finish, only separated by about 10,000 votes at this point. So it'll be interesting to see who gets that second place spot. We will keep you posted.
And in the San Diego Board of Supervisors District 4 race, current chair Nathan Fletcher has had a strong lead over Republican challenger Amy Reichart, 62% for Nathan Fletcher and 29% for Amy Reichart.
So keep you posted on all the numbers here, as well as on the bottom of your screen, CBS8.com, as well as our CBS8 app. All morning long, we will be following the primary election results for you. We're also following this developing story that's coming out of Berlin, Germany right now. One person is dead. 8 others are hurt after a man drove his car into a crowd.
Now, this happened in a busy shopping district. Investigators say the driver took off and later crashed into a shop window. He was detained and is currently being questioned. It's not clear if this was intentional. We will have updates as soon as we learn more.
Let's turn now to the gun control debate. Today, 11-year-old Mia Cerrillo will testify before a House committee. Mia is a 4th grader who smeared her classmates' blood on herself to appear dead during the Uvalde mass shooting that killed 19 students and 2 teachers. Meantime, lawmakers continue negotiating. Senators involved in bipartisan talks appear to be moving toward a package that could include enhanced background checks and incentives for states with red flag laws. Actor Matthew McConaughey, who's from Uvalde, Texas, is urging Congress to do something.
We start by making the loss of these lives matter. Find a middle ground, the place where most of us Americans live anyway.
McConaughey said he learned to shoot a gun in Uvalde. He added that responsible gun owners, they are also fed up. He says proposed regulations are not a step back, but rather a step forward to a civil society.
And the Supreme Court will issue a ruling on at least one case this morning. The court has 30 cases before it, which is actually unusually high. The most notable case is one challenging Mississippi's 15-week ban on abortion that could overturn Roe v. Wade. A draft of an opinion was leaked earlier this year, but the court says it's not the final version.
Well, here we are on this Wednesday. It is June 8th, so that means, yes, it is time for all the rides, all the music, and yes, all the fried food you can enjoy. It's opening day for the San Diego County Fair.
The fair is back in full force after 2 years because of the pandemic. CBS 8's Chris Groh is live at the fairground with a preview. I see maybe food behind you, Chris. What's going on? What are you up to?
Ooh, yeah. Oh, look, Dana Marie, after our time there at Petco Park, you know that I'm always about sampling some of the best cuisine. And here at the San Diego County Fair, we've got an array of cuisine from, of course, the world's famous Chicken Charlie's to as well as a lot of our local favorites, including tacos as well as Corn Star and the corn that they are going to be putting on display for you to eat. But I'm going to bring in Charlie here, Chicken Charlie, a fan favorite, of course. And Charlie, to be back today is opening day, but it's really the first time in 2 years since the pandemic started that we are having all the fun. How do you feel, man?
Oh man, I feel great. This is huge. I mean, this is huge. I'm so happy for us, for San Diego, for our families. We got our fair back. Today's a big day, and the fair never looked so, I mean, the fair looks amazing. You guys got to come out and check this out. Everything looks great. There's so much food. I hope you're hungry, San Diego, because there's so much food here.
Well, I didn't fast the past couple of days, but I didn't have breakfast, so I do have to say we have to kind of go through here some of the sampling of the menu items that you have going on here. So let's start here, and we'll make our way around.
Yeah, along with all the amazing food at the fair. For Chicken Charlie's, we got these are bacon wrapped chicken legs. Here's deep fried Oreos. This is our really popular Maui bowl. It's chicken in the pineapple shell, and of course, look over there, frog legs. Ooh. My favorite, frog legs. And new this year is the Kool-Aid chicken sandwich. So basically, everybody's talking about the hot chicken sandwich, and I decided to take it up a notch. Okay. I made my own Kool-Aid sauce, a little bit of cayenne, a little bit of Kool-Aid. We dunk the chicken breast in it, serve it with a spicy pickle.
So how do we dive into this thing?
Okay, I mean, you want to try?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay,
of course.
So look, I'm gonna move the pickle.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hold your mic. All right. And just grab the sandwich, and then when you're just grab the sandwich off. There you go, and just jump in. And then when you're done, if you want to chase that with Kool-Aid.
We can?
We can.
All right.
that looks, yeah, that was a nice big initial
What's your
bite.
flavor?
You went
There's
all
cherry.
in.
I gotta go with the cherry. Come on, guys. You know that I go all in.
Oh, yeah.
All in.
Slurp it down with a little cherry.
It mixes.
It mixes
good.
well. It complements
Oh, yeah.
each other.
Yes. I mean, last
Spicy
time
and
we
sweet. Definitely a little spicy and sweet, guys.
Spicy and sweet. Just
Only
like
at the
Chris
San Diego
can be
Fair.
sometimes.
What a unique combination. I love that he added the Kool-Aid and then also the hint with it washing it down. So frog legs, Chris,
Ooh.
maybe you try that next and report back because that's something I was interested
Yeah,
in.
save a little room as our photographer panning down there and zooming in on some of the frog legs. You got some fries there. All sort of fried goodness.
Kermit is looking so good right now.
Yeah, exactly. All right, thanks, Chris. We'll let you
Kermit's
finish your
looking so good.
sandwich, and we hope you
Thanks,
save a
guys.
little extra room. Chicken Charlie helping you out there on the mic too as well.
I think he's got a little something
little
right
drippings?
there. Yeah, exactly.
Spice.
I stopped listening after bacon wrapped chicken.
Ooh.
I was just sitting there like,
Yeah, the chicken and the pineapple experience.
yeah, and hey, a lot of people are going to be enjoying that fair out there with some pretty warm temperatures. It's going to feel a lot like summer. We haven't officially started the summer season. We still have until the 20th for that. However, temperatures are going to feel like it over the next couple days. Marine layer less expansive than previous mornings, meaning those clouds are not quite as low to the ground or as far reaching as we've seen in mornings prior. Live look outside from San Miguel. That sunrise was at 5:40. It's been beautiful since, but we still have that active marine layer. Again, just weakening day to day. It's still present, but not quite as active. Forecast highs are going to be in the 80s for your inland valleys and your mountaintops. 83 inland, 86 for the mountains, 110 for Borrego Springs and Ocotillo Wells. Pretty hot out there. Along the immediate coast, coastal eddy, sea breeze, going to keep our temperatures more moderate, but still above average across the board. We keep climbing from here inland. We're expecting to see those temperatures make their way to the upper 80s and maybe even the low 90s by the time we get to Saturday, and that would constitute about a 15-degree above average trend. Average would be 75. So looking pretty good into the next couple days. A trough comes in Sunday, starts to cool us down. That'll really be felt as we go into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Let's take a look at traffic this morning. So far, we're seeing just a couple things pop up here on the screen. Want to take you off to a crash on the 15. This is at the exit ramp, Camino del Rio South. Looks like this is on the southbound 15, causing a little bit of trouble around that 15 to 8 interchange, but not seeing too many slower speeds around that area. Also want to take you to the Coronado Bridge. Midspan, we're starting to see some slower speeds. Once you get over the bridge, we're seeing speeds down to the single digits, and that's where you're going to run into about 5-10 mile per hour commute as opposed to the typical over the bridge. So starting to see things slow down here with that morning commute into the 6 o'clock hour. We'll keep you updated if we see any significant changes here on the map.